Isabella, Kayden, congratulations for season 2 of the Villains of Valley View.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, we want to hear from your words. What is the secret to success of this show?
This show, I mean, apart from the fact that the creators of our show are like some of the best writers ever for comedy, I mean, I think the secret to success of it, I guess, is the fact that it's not like about being like a perfect family or having a perfect friendship or being a completely good person. It has its faults, and I think that the characters are realistic, not with the superpowers and stuff, but realistic in the fact that they make mistakes and they learn from them, but it's not immediate. They learn from them slowly, and I think that you kind of get to see that, especially this season.
Yeah, for sure. I think, it's honestly a combination of everything. I mean, it takes a whole team to create a show like this. And, we work 5 days a week together, cast and crew. We're so close. So what, in my opinion, what I think made the show really successful is that you can see our love for each other through the camera on screen. Like, we really all care about each other so deeply. We're always there to support each other. And I feel like that chemistry really shows between the friendship, between Amy and Hartley and the family and all of that. But we always have a blast working with each other on set. And I think that's probably, people can see that through the camera for sure.
So we're curious then, when the cameras are off, what do you guys do?
She probably acts stupid most of the time. I mean,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're already being like pretty silly in the scenes in general, but it's like the moment they call cut, we kind of just switch back into our natural selves and just either finish off the conversations that we were having right before they called action, or who knows. I mean, for when it comes to the boys, like Malachi and Reed, they're always like jumping around doing something funny, or like Izzy and I will be like sitting there talking about girly things. It's so different.
Now, after the completion of season 1, and now we're going through season 2, do you feel that Amy is becoming more good or Hartley is becoming more evil?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know. I think both, but I almost think that maybe you're not becoming evil, but I feel like you've had, I think, almost. Well, no,
yeah. No.
I feel like no. Shift,
I feel like, yeah. I feel like yeah, for sure. The biggest change I would definitely say between like season 1 Hartley and season 2 Hartley is very different. But I will say both. Both would be my answer, just because, I feel like they both have so much growing to do together, and they both really have a hand in both of each other's lives in doing that. But yeah, Hartley does some pretty bad things this season that even surprised me reading the script. So
yeah,
it was a lot of fun, but I think people will I think it makes her more relatable. I feel like in season 1 there was a lot of moments with Hartley where she was almost too nice, or even same with Amy. Like, there were times where she was almost not too, a little mean, and now it's kind of almost switched around for season 2. So I think that'll be really fun for people to see.
I think Amy did a lot of things this season that I was like, I don't know, it's weird. I feel like this kind of connection to Amy so much. So even though, it's a comedy, but like when she does something that's kind, it's rare, but it means more because it's not every episode that she's doing something nice. You know what I mean? Like, it's spaced out very well to the point where you feel like you've kind of earned to feel proud of her, if that makes sense. So I really enjoyed that. Like, I felt proud of her this season.
For sure.
Isabella, what's it like changing into the spandex costume for yourself back and forth?
Oh, I can already hear this question.
It's so uncomfortable. It's so beautiful though, but it's really funny because when I have to go to the bathroom on set, I have to like give everyone in the crew like a warning, because they'll have to, and I mean, it'll take like a solid 10-15 minute break just because it's so hard to get off. But it's also worth it though, because I literally never feel more confident about myself than when I'm in that costume. Like, the moment I put that costume on, I feel so like strong and powerful. The costume designers just did such a good job with it because it's like armor. It literally is armor, and it feels like it too. It makes me feel more confident and strong, and yeah. So it's
They
worth the
all,
uncomfortableness.
they all look sick. It's like the moment they put on their costumes, it's like they like truly morph into like their villain characters. Like, yeah, they're their villain characters in their regular clothes, but when you get to see them in their outfits and like come onto set, and just even Izzy's presence, like even the way she stands is just like has this like cool confidence. And I mean, if I had my own personal suit, I'd probably be the same way too. She kills it for sure.
Is there a little jealousy there, Kayden, that you
Oh,
want?
100%, 100%. No, I'm kidding. No,
Season
no,
three, she needs her own suit.
yes. No, not jealousy. More like, oh, it would be cool to really have one, but at the same time, like, no. I'll let them have their moment. Fine.
Now, of course, we already know that Onyx has been defeated, but can you give us like a preview of what certain changes will there be for season 2? Of
Well,
course,
there are
probably not spoilers, right?
yeah, there's lots of new characters.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that you kind of thought you knew in season one that you will find out in season two maybe aren't as true as you think they are. So there's a lot of like facts about certain characters that you're like, oh yeah, I know this character inside out. And then something happens and you realize that that character isn't really who you thought they were. And so I
Mhm.
think that that's kind of my favorite thing about this season is that there's a lot of misleads, which I really like because I think it kind of it adds the suspense and it heightens the stakes.
I guess everybody would like to know is like, are there going to be more villains or more superheroes for season 2?
Wait,
I
I'm
feel
trying
like
to look
it's not.
now.
I feel like it's not spoiling it if we say both.
Yeah, it's even. It's even, I think.
It's mm, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it
it is
is.
even.
Both. It's pretty exciting though.
Cool.
These new characters are they're pretty cool.
Yeah,
So
they're really
yeah,
strong, developed characters. They
yeah,
add like a lot to the show, which is
for
good.
sure. They add a lot of new, a very big plot line for both of these new characters that come in for two separate characters. So it's really big, really big. People should be excited.
And Kayden, um, for Hartley being surrounded by superheroes, eventually superpowers is going to be in the mix. How excited is that going to be for your character?
I mean, for Hartley, I definitely feel like for some moments it is very exciting, but at the same time, very stressful for her. I feel like with the amount of like powers and weapons and things flying around, I feel like if I were in Hartley's shoes, I think I'd have a panic attack. So I feel like out of everything that she's doing, she's handling it pretty well for a normal human being. But she's so open-hearted. She loves Amy, she loves the Maddens, so she'll always be there for the ride and always have their back. And I mean, same with them as well. And there are some moments where I will say Hartley does have a blast, like having supervillains or having friends with superpowers and like who get to do certain things for her and help her out. She definitely is probably happy in those moments, but stressed out a lot of the time.
Most excellent. Well, hey, congratulations. Thank you for carrying the conversation with us. I hope that you answered the question of what do we call a supervillain and a superhero at the same time. We'll see.
Oh, yep. I think we will see.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Nice day.